Hello, and welcome to the How to Apply tutorial video for the University of Page. I will be guiding you step by step through the registration and application processes. But before we begin, I'll briefly introduce myself. My name is Mesa Rose Matthews, and I am an International Student Ambassador originally from the United States. I've been studying the Bachelor's of Social Work program here at the university since 2019. If you are also interested in studying at the oldest university in Hungary, then this video should help you properly complete the first step of applying. Alrighty, so to begin, type in the search box, apply.pte.hu. Or if you've already found your program on our official website, then you'll be directly transferred to our application website. Now you can begin your registration. Click on Sign In and Register in the right-hand corner. Then click on the I am a new applicant box. Type in your email address, and then click on the Register button. After that, please go to your email inbox. Find the email and click the link in order to continue the registration process. After that, you have to give your name and your email address and choose a password. If you've already done this, then you can skip that step. Then you'll begin to register. Please fill in the necessary information. Keep in mind that the fields marked with the red stars are required. Also, do not forget to check the data protection box at the bottom of the page. After this, your registration is all done and you can start the application procedure. For this, you should click on My Application on the left-hand side and then the Continue button. You can apply for a maximum of 3 programs and make sure to select them by your priorities. Here, you can filter your search by departments, level, and academic terms, and also study languages. If you would like to apply for the medical school's programs, you cannot apply here, but the medical school has its own admission website. Don't worry, we'll also link it in the description box. While searching, you can see that every program has its own short description. You can see when the deadline for the application period is and when to start. To get more insight for the specific program, click on the gray button, More Information. Here you can read about the tuition fee, program duration, short description of the program, and you can find useful links to the faculty's websites as well. When you choose a program, click on the blue button on the right side, Apply Now. After that, the program will be listed to your application. As I mentioned earlier, you can apply for a max of just 3 programs. So if you don't want to limit yourself, click on the Add More Choices button, which gives you the opportunity to select 2 more programs. Select these programs according to your wishes and priorities. You can switch the order of them with the up and down arrows for which one you would like to study the most. I'm going to add 1 more major so I do not limit my options. If I don't like one of the majors that I selected, I can click on the little red garbage can, but I'm not going to do that with these ones. However, if you do not know your priorities or you haven't decided yet, then take your time. Don't rush. You can always come back and edit it, but don't overthink it or you'll miss the deadline. Now, this brings us to the profile editing step. Here, you also have required fields marked with red stars. These are important and must be filled in. For example, passport, its expiry date, date of birth, photo, etc. Keep in right to write your mother's name. Here, it is an important data for administrative affairs, and it is required for several purposes, such as retaining a residence permit, opening a bank account. It's your mother's birth name, which you have to enter, not the one she's used after marriage. Next, here, I would like to receive an invoice about my payment task. It is strongly recommended to check out the Yes option. Under place of birth, make sure to type in the city that you were born. Now do the same thing with the other tasks. Contact, education, and languages. Under contacts, make sure you type in the correct information. For example, mobile phone, you have to use a country code, local code, and then your number. Skype name is important since programs have an entrance interview about your motivation and English knowledge. Also important is the emergency contact field. This is the person who will be contacted in the case of an emergency. Make sure to also inform that person if he or she is listed in your contact list. In the education part, you have to add all of your previous studies, so it depends on the program you apply for. If you apply for bachelor, you will need to add your high school studies information. If you apply for master or doctoral, then you will have to give your previously finished or soon-to-be finished study information. In the below section, you see that you must type in your grades in the given subject. If you didn't have something, just type in NA for non-applicable. In the language part, make sure to click on the Insert a New Language here. Choose the language and level of your knowledge. The number is unlimited. Step 7 is maybe the most important step. Read this carefully. Please carefully study the requirements in the checklist. Scan the original documents and upload them here. This is instructing you to jump to the last task, the checklist. See what kind of documents are needed to be uploaded. When you did that, come back to this part and just easily drop your documents to the box. Just make sure that the documents are in the acceptable format. This is given below: PDF, JPEG, etc. The documents must be upright, not upside down. Note that the proof of language proficiency has to be about your English or German language knowledge, depending on the language of the program which we applied for. As you can see, there are 2 more tasks: motivation and other. As it goes for the motivation, here you must write or just copy and paste in a motivation letter. This must be at least 3,000 characters, but not more than 3,500. Here, you can track down how many characters are left in the little blue box. The other section gives you the opportunity to contact the admission office and tell them everything they need to know about your medical situation. Here, you also find a required field which gives us the information of where and how you found out the information about our university and who led you to apply. This will bring us back to the checklist. A window will pop up if you click on a task. Click on the task which you want to attach. It will open a new window. As you can see now, all the tasks will have a different status, and here you can check the current situation of your application. For example, if you apply with the help of a recruitment agency and you sent them to your documents, you can check the "I have sent my documents directly to the agency." If you are waiting for your diploma, then you can add additional comments below. If you haven't attached the document, you can do it here too. Click to select documents or simply drop them here. And this brings us slowly to an end. This is the most important part so far. As you did all the steps, you have 3 kinds of options. The red circle appears if you haven't selected any option, and it means this task is not completed. This means you won't be able to submit your application. If you get the orange exclamation mark, it means that you are waiting for this document. You will be able to submit your application, but remember, you must submit these documents before the deadline closes. You can track what is missing on the left blue part of the tasks. The black check mark means you completely successfully these tasks, and now you can submit the application. When you uploaded and edited everything as you are required to, then click on the blue button on the low right corner, Submit. That means that your application has been officially sent and you can expect a notification for payment for the paying application fee. If something is missing or you didn't type correctly, then you will see a little red exclamation mark by all the tasks which are incorrect. When you click it, you'll see in red which task you didn't get right. Now, let's see what we got here a little bit more. As you can see, I quickly went back and corrected everything that needed to be fixed, and now it should look like your application. We're going to go click on the Submit button now, and then we can go and look at the inbox. Here, you will see all of the messages you will receive about your application status, acceptances, etc. Here, you will receive the first message after you submit your application. And then with finance, here are all of the invoices, the deadlines of payment, and the amount as well. There's also a Pay Online button. By clicking on this, you have a chance to pay our fees via credit card. This way, the fee will arrive to the university's bank account right away. The application fee must be paid before the tuition fee, except for the Faculty of Health Science programs and for other preparatory courses. If you have any troubles, even though you have made all the previous steps, you can always contact the University of Page by sending an email with your problem and your applicant ID. This is a 5-number ID, which you can find below your name in the upper right-hand corner. Well, that's all I got for the application tutorial. I really hope it helped you with any questions you might have had about the process. But if you still have some, or if you're wondering about other things to do with our university, please feel free to reach out to us. I'm going to leave a lot of different contact information at the end of the video. I truly wish you good luck on your application, and I hope to see you one day in Page. Have a super day.